It is going to be a mess. Okay, first of all, hey, it's burnt mac and cheese, and before we start, a few very important things. First of all, I don't really play in this hood anymore, even though I have very fond memories of it. I haven't visited for a while, and some things might be a surprise even for me. Second, here I have no gameplay rules, no anything. I'm just vibing with my game and having fun. At least I used to vibe and have fun, now I don't play it, as I mentioned already. So it's kind of messy, it's kind of chaotic, and not canon in most places. But what is canon in Sims 2? Am I right? Also, it's a total mess, and some decisions and pairings I've made can be really questionable. And one more thing, it's a pretty old and bloated file as well. I was just doing and placing whatever I wanted without thinking about it. It has a lot of lots, it has a lot of heavy lots, dare I say. It also has thousands of character files, it's lagging like crazy. Also, before I forget, it's actually not based on original Pleasantview, it's based on new Pleasantview by simstate, which I will be linking in the description. Also, most, if not, that's my cat. I'm really sorry. He thinks that I'm talking to him, and I'm not. Most, if not all of the builds are from different people, but it's been a while and I don't remember where exactly I've got them, so I'll add credits if I manage to find the authors, but I can't guarantee that I'll find all of them, so I'm really, really sorry in advance. I was just playing for myself, and when I was playing, I never thought that I'd make a public video on this topic one day, so I just wasn't taking notes on where and how I've got certain things. In this video, I will mostly be going through families, characters, and their stories. I thought that also would be nice if I gave you some context on the hood in general, so now I'll tell you a story of how I started playing this hood and how it went, but you can skip it if you want to. It's not that important for the overall storytelling, but it's just an insight on why exactly this neighborhood is important to me. First of all, I've started playing in this exact neighborhood in 2020 when I moved back to my parents during lockdown and my laptop that I had inconveniently broke. That was my only PC for the moment and I was bored as hell, as you can tell. So I've discovered my old laptop that was given to me for my 11th birthday, if I can recall it correctly. That actually was my first personal computer ever, and I used it to play Sims 2, of course. Naturally, since then its system has been reinstalled many times and it doesn't have any of my childhood saves, by the way, which is a shame. But the reason I'm telling you this is because I've started to play Sims 2 on this old laptop. And it was on this exact save. I got myself some pretty basic custom content and started playing. And just started playing. And let me tell you, I had a blast. I didn't strap myself with any gameplay rules and I had so much fun with this hood. I was mostly focusing on storytelling aspects of my game, and it was really funny as well because most keys on my laptop didn't work. They were broken, and when I had to name someone in the game, I left the game, opened on-screen keyboard, clicked typed the name that I wanted in the notebook, copied that name, and that was the only way for me to name my Sims, pretty much. When I later got my own PC, the one I'm using now, I transferred this neighborhood from my old PC and continued playing, even though now I don't really play anymore. There are multiple reasons as to why. First of all, as I already mentioned, I've made a mess of this neighborhood. I've added too many heavy lots, too many, and I mean too many subhoods. This file is bloated, it's laggy, it's flashing pink constantly, so it's pretty much unplayable. The second reason is I've lost my spreadsheet. It was not complicated, I've used it just for my rotations and it was my only way of keeping my rotation intact. But I've actually lost it when my Microsoft account was hacked into. The funny thing is, this account was empty. Completely empty. I had no logins, no info, no purchases. The only thing I've got there was my rotation spreadsheet, and I've lost it completely. I understand that if I wanted to keep playing really badly, I would, even without my spreadsheet, but this neighborhood is half dead anyway, so I thought that would be better if I just kept it as it is, as a testimony of all the good times I've had with this save. So you can guess this visit to my old neighborhood is quite bittersweet. Also, hey, it's Bird Mac and Cheese from the future, and I'm here to tell you one little thing. Please, please, please listen to me. I know it's too much information already, but please. So basically, at first I thought I would tour all of the families in one video, but it was too much stuff. So I kind of decided to make separate videos about each family. So we're going to see just one family today, and I hope it's alright. But I just wanted to let you know that I have plans of making videos about other households as well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So, let's just dive in, I guess. Honestly, it's really nice to be back and I'm feeling great. But it's been a while and I don't really know what to expect, but we'll see. We'll see. We have Calientes here and I've never changed any descriptions. Again, just because I was kind of lazy to do so. Now I always change the descriptions of my families, but I just couldn't bother enough when I was playing this one. So we have Calientes, we have Pleasants. Actually, these Pleasants are Goths. I'm not sure why exactly they are Pleasants. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. All of these people are Goths, by the way. We also have another Pleasants who are not Pleasants, as far as I remember. We have Dreamers here. We have Burbs. Uh, yeah, some hair textures just won't load. We have Brooks, Goths, and another Goths who are alien. Mm. As far as I remember, I also have lots of families in our subhoods, and I have lots of them, as you can see. And it's like half of the reason why it's lagging so much, but I'm not going to go to any of these for now. Let's just focus on the main neighborhood for a sec. And I think I'd like to start with on this side of the map. And let's visit our Pleasants here. Our Pleasants, Goths, whatever. Okay, so we are in the game, and let's probably start with our star of the show, Annalise here. And as you can see, it's lagging like crazy, but I've already explained why. So, forgive her fashion choice, she just became an elder like a day ago. Okay, let's have her changed probably into everyday because she is in her gym outfit. So, who exactly is Annalise? Annalise is a daughter of Cassandra and Dan, and as you can see here, and her name is kind of silly. I know. It was that Cassandra was a scientist and like Annalise. I know it's really corny. Another corny thing though is Cassandra looking away from me forever on this family tree. I guess she just doesn't want to look at me anyway. So, Annalise is what you would probably expect from Don's daughter. She is like his exact copy. She is a secondary romance sim, as you can see, and primarily she is a fortune sim because she is also a gold digger like her father was. But I guess she is even worse than him because she also was a massive bully during her teen years. She bullied her half brother, she bullied his girlfriend, she bullied a lot of people, actually. She's not a nice lady, and she never actually was a nice lady. She was manipulative and would play nice if she wanted to get something through. This kind of person. She also kind of bullied her mother. What just happened? Skip broke. Skip broke died. It's too early for that. Let's just ignore that for a moment. we will talk about Skip in a second. Well, not actually a second, but we'll, we will get to it eventually. I was trying to tell you that she also kind of bullied her mother, Cassandra, for choosing to live with a broke guy over living in her cool mansion. And in my timeline, Cassandra ended up with Darren after her divorce with Gav. Sorry, what? After her divorce with Dan. No, thank you. Analyze in terms of gold digging is actually, let's have your, I don't know, practice romance. So in terms of gold digging, Analyze is actually much, much more lucky than her father because she is basically living her best life. She has a rich husband right here, and it's just how she is. She is very materialistic, and money is her primary value. As for her childhood, she moved out with her mother when she was a child to live in Darren's house, and, well, she wasn't happy about it at all. By the way, she also never changed her surname, and she remained forever Goth. Even though Cassandra was a dreamer, as far as I remember. Let's see. Well, yes, of course, she was a dreamer. And by the way, Annalise had pretty good relationships with Darren. Where is he? Yeah, here he is. So she had pretty good relationships with her stepfather. He was like a father figure for her when she was a child. She barely ever met her actual father, who had his own struggles at the moment. Now she is an elder and she has 3 children of her own. She isn't exactly motherly, but her rich husband is a family guy, so she kind of went with it anyway, because why not? They have a butler and she doesn't have to do much anyway. 2 of the children, Rowan and Vanessa, are at the college right now, and the youngest, Augustus, is the teen, and he lives with us. Oh, and he decided to play piano, and by the way, he has maxed out creativity, but we'll talk about him a bit later. But now let's actually talk about the husband. Well, he is going on his work. Anyway, the husband in question is Max Gaff, as for now, but originally his name was Max Flexor. I got kind of inspired by his bio. Well, as far as I know, I don't change any bios, so it should be here. Yeah, so it's his original bio from Maxis. So it's sad that he absorbs some of his roomie's vibes and becomes less of joke. And his roomie Mitch actually became Alexander Goff's boyfriend later, but again, I'll talk about it later. So I actually really enjoyed playing with Max. I imagined him to be a himbo of some sort who wanted to try to be smarter, to match his friends' vibes, and he ended up with, can you guess it? He ended up with Lilith Pleasant of all people. I thought it's really cute. His goth girlfriend and her himbo guy. I'm all here for it, but while for Lilith it was nothing serious, she never meant to commit, Max actually fell in love. He wasn't creepy about it, he let her go when she wanted to split ways, and he kind of kept her in his heart, but never tried to persuade her or follow her in any way. He respected her decisions and her boundaries, because that's just what you do when you love someone. All of these years he was working hard and it paid. As you can see, he is on the top of his career. He is the law. He is a successful lawyer, and he even has his own law agency. Somewhere in between, Lilith returned to him, and she had quite a hard time herself. She tried to figure out her life and who she wants to be. She thought she'd try something new to herself. Maybe simple life, like family life, would suit her. She even gave birth to their daughter Imogen. But she quickly understood that no, that's not for her, and left. So Max was a single father. He wanted to give his daughter the best and successful life. He loves his daughter and, well, all of his children dearly. He is a secondary family, and overall, he's a nice guy, so yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, but we have a couple of photos on our walls. First of all, it's little Imogen. It's her birthday, and it's really cute that we still have this photo even to this day because, well, Imogen is all grown up now. She works in the law as well. She works with her father, but recently she got her own child, Destiny, and Max would often visit her to kind of meet his granddaughter, to help with granddaughter, and all of that. And we also have a few paintings. We have this painting of younger Annalise and the painting of one of the children. I'm not sure who exactly, but I don't remember who has blue eyes and brown hair. Probably it's Imogen as well, because she's the only one to have this exact combination of genes. So yeah, I guess it's Imogen as well. And we also have one more photo right here, and that's a wedding photo of Max and Annalise. And I think it's a good opportunity to talk a bit about their relationships and how they ended up together because they seem too different, and they are really different actually. Max kind of ended up with Annalise because she was the one to woo him, obviously, because he had a pretty well paying job at the moment, so obviously she tried to get to him. And he kind of didn't want to stay alone for the rest of his life, and he wanted his daughter to have a mother figure of sorts. So he ended up with Annalise. And by the way, even though Annalise is not mother material at all, she actually was a kind of a good mentor for your stepdaughter Imogen, even though now they don't really communicate as long as Imogen kind of went on with her own life as long as she moved out. They kind of stopped talking that much, but still, when Imogen was a child, Annalise would often help her with sports and fitness because that's what she's interested in. So yeah, she actually was a pretty good mentor for Imogen when she was a child. Also, as you've probably noticed, in the family tree of Max, there are only two children with Annalise. And as you can see here, Augustus is not actually from Max. But Max doesn't know about it, even though Augustus looks just like his biological father. Let me show you now, real quick. Okay, go here. I want to show your face. Okay, so, if you play in Pleasantview a lot, you probably guessed who is the biological father already and who is Augustus related to. And naturally, the father was Skipbroke. Yeah, the one who died. I actually don't remember why. But anyway, Skipbroke, the son of Brandy and Skip, obviously. And by the way, if you're wondering, it's not ACR, it's just me. So blame this number of children on me, not ACR. Anyway, Augustus is the child of Skip, and Skip was having fun, as you can see. When he was still alive, he had quite a few children. When he was fulfilling his lifetime bonds, he was a Roman sim, obviously. And as you can see, Augustus is following his biological father's steps. But his hobby is arts and crafts, and he actually wants to be a painter. He wants to paint to pay his bills, and that's kind of why he has a lot of conflicts with his father, Max. As you can see here, relationships between Max and Augustus are far from being great. That's because they have really conflicting values. So Max, as a family guy, kind of doesn't like the idea of romance lifestyle, and it's about cheating mostly because, well, to be to be honest, Augustus doesn't really care about feelings and sincerity, so to speak. He just wants to have fun. So of course Max wouldn't agree with him, he wouldn't understand him, and that's why they have constant arguments around the house. And as for painting, well, Augustus just doesn't want to build any career, he just wants to paint, and Max doesn't really approve of it. Also, it's not like he's forceful, it's not like he forces his children into careers, he just kind of worry about his son's future because he isn't sure if he's going to be able to provide for himself. But Augustus, he just doesn't care at all. And well, he is valid for that, totally valid, because in this neighborhood, every sim is free to do whatever they want, so that's just how it is. And by the way, he also has a girlfriend. Well, actually, he has two of them, but still, that's Zina Caliente right here, and she is a romance sim as well. As you can see, history just repeats itself, and we just need new iterations of Don and Zina and Nina at each generation. And just a fun fact, as far as I remember, this painting was, well, painted by Augustus himself, but I don't remember actually, but I think it is. And now welcome to the Mission University. It's a custom university subhood by aelflaed from Mod The Sims, and I will be linking it in the description. But anyway, we are here because I kind of wanted to continue with Goths, so I wanted to move on to the children of the family, and they live in the university right now. So basically, we have a big dorm with lots of people, and we have Rowan, the guy Rowan Goth here, the son of Max and Annalise, and we also have Vanessa here in the studio, living all by herself with her roomie. So I think we will visit them now. So we are here, it's Vanessa and her roomie Dalia, and I want Dalia to change into everyday. Someone's calling now, and Vanessa is going to take a call. Well, so yes, she is pretty much available. Well, anyway, um, I kind of lost my thought. The animation is so cute, by the way. Anyway, Vanessa and Dalia. Vanessa wants Pauline dead. As far as I know, Pauline is your, relative. Why do you want her dead? I don't remember what happened. Pauline is like an adult. Why are you furious with her? Yes, they are relatives, so Annalise is her mother, then Cassandra is her mother, then Alexander is her brother, and here is Pauline. And a lot of interesting things, I guess, but anyway, so yeah, she hates her distant relative, and I have no idea why, but anyway, I don't exactly have a lot to say about Vanessa because she's pretty young. She doesn't have that much going on with her. Can I can I please see your face? Please. Please just go here. Yes, she's pretty by the way. I really enjoy your I really enjoy the look that I gave her. I really enjoy this hairstyle. So yeah, she looks pretty. She is studying biology, and well, basically the thing she wants to do in her life is to be a business owner. She wants to open her own hair salon of some kind. She wants to make makeovers herself, as you can see. So yeah, she wants to work in beauty sphere. She is also dating Sebastian Brook. Well, Sebastian Brook, um, it's complicated, but as far as I remember, he is a son of Dustin Brooke? Yes. Yes, he is a son of Dustin Brooke. Well, he is a kind of laid back guy, you know. He doesn't really want to grind, he doesn't really want to join the rat race. His dream, as far as I remember, he wants to dance. It's his hobby, and he wants to basically just dance on the streets. And, well, of course, they are pretty different, but Vanessa was always kind of intrigued by Sebastian. Vanessa was an overachiever. She always worked hard in her school years, and now she's working hard as well. And she was always looking at Sebastian and thinking that he was really cool. Like he was just dancing and doing his own thing, and Vanessa is just, well, she has expectations to follow. She has public image to preserve. And Sebastian was like a gleam of freedom in her life, and their relationships are pretty adorable, actually. And as for her roommate Dalia, Dalia now is speaking to her sister on the phone, and she wants to be besties with Pauline. That's funny. They are not even friends. I'm not sure why she wants to be besties with Pauline, even though her. Well, wait. um, Excuse me. I I actually have no idea what's going on. I don't know why they have exactly the same. Um, that's weird. And they um, I don't know. I I sincerely um maybe um maybe it was something about cheating, but I don't see any memories of being cheated on by Pauline. I don't remember. I don't remember what happens actually. Maybe it's somewhere in Vanessa's. Charlotte broke up, moved out, fire, and I can't see anything in Vanessa's memories either. So again, I have no idea why why they both hate Pauline. I don't know. Have no idea actually. And the fact that they kissed and went on date. The thing is, they are relatives. They both are Goths, and I myself wouldn't let two relatives go on dates and do other things just because, well, mm, it's kind of icky. So I wouldn't do that myself, and it's just weird. I don't know. Again, as you can see, related, and they share surname as well. That's weird. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about Dalia for a second. So, as you can see, Dalia is from Goth's family as well. She is a descendant of. She is a descendant. Okay, Vanessa just became fit. Anyway, Dalia is a descendant of Cassandra and Darren. She is a daughter of their son, Daigo, and Daigo got together with Daisy Goth. And the thing is, when I was talking about Annalise, I mentioned Annalise bullying her half brother. It was Daigo who she was bullying because he was kind of shy and she was constantly annoyed by him. And again, she was just trying to prove her dominance, so to speak. So, yes, she was actually bullying her half brother, and not only him, but she was also bullying his girlfriend, Daisy. And actually, Annalise was bullying Daisy even before they got together with Daigo. And the reason they started getting closer and consequently started dating was actually Annalise's bullying because they tried to cope with that, they tried to comfort each other, and well, they found this comfort in each other's embrace, so to speak, and that's how they became a couple. And they lived a pretty long and good life. They had 4 daughters together. Daisy is a family sim. She used to be, she still is a housewife pretty much, and Daigo himself, as far as I remember, he works on some kind of custom job. I don't remember which one exactly, but still, he has some cool job. So again, he was kind of successful in his life, and he was able to move on from all the things that happened between him and his sister. Also, if you're wondering, Daisy is a daughter of John Burp and Kaylin Burp. Yes, because in my timeline, again, John divorced Jennifer. Is that her name? I don't remember actually. Let's see. Yes, Jennifer. So in my timeline, John divorced Jennifer. I mean, it's more like Jennifer divorced John because they had different future goals, so to speak. So John wanted one thing and Jennifer wanted another, so it's just fine, it happens. And John actually ended up with Kaylin because they both are family sims, and it worked out pretty well for them. They had 2 daughters together, Daisy herself and Eden. So, again, I actually really love this family, this exact branch of Goth family. Also, I'm not sure why he has this exact surname. Maybe maybe Cassandra married Darren after giving birth to Daigo. Actually, again, I don't remember. I don't remember many things about this safe. But still, I really enjoy this exact branch of the family. I absolutely adore Daigo and Daisy. They are really cute together. They overcame all struggles in their life together. And yeah, I love them so much, and I love their daughter so much as well. So they have Dolores. Dolores is an adult now, and she lives with her husband in New Pleasantview. We also have Dalia. Dalia, you already know who she is. Then we have Dominic. Dominic is at the campus as well. She is a little bit younger and she is a freshman as for now. So yeah, she just arrived at the college. Dominic is one of my favorite sims ever, actually, because she is really cute. She is a science sim and she used to be a science girly from her childhood, pretty much. She used to be obsessed with ants and ant farms. I don't know. She's just, I don't know. I love her so much. And the youngest is Daniela. Daniela is a teen right now and she lives with her parents. So, talking about Dalia herself, she is studying politics. As far as I remember, she wants to become politician. No, she doesn't. She wants to become, she wants to work in sports. But anyway, your secondary is undefined, and it's understandable because in my game it's not a rule, but it's a thing that I do a lot of the time. I don't assign my teenagers any secondary aspirations because I feel like secondary aspiration is something that sim would develop later on later points in life, like in university or after living for a bit doing their things. Also, I completely changed their aspirations sometimes after some kind of life experience. I sometimes change their aspirations when I have the opportunity to do it in college. So I don't think it's a bad thing, and I do it pretty much all of the time if I feel like doing it. So I suggest we move on to the next household. And again, I want to warn you that I haven't changed any of their wardrobe. So it's just something that they aged up with because they actually just arrived at the campus. So again, they have no appropriate clothes and they would look horrendous probably. So I'm sorry. And I don't know what kind of household name this is. I So welcome to the Mission State University dorm. And we have a lot of people here, and actually, for now, I'm not sure if I will tell you about all of them. Also, I'm not sure why Jocelyn has burned face, but okay, okay, and Yuta as well. um, that's weird. But anyway, let's do the following. I will introduce you to these themes who I've told you about already, but all the rest I'll probably just leave for later. So let's start with Dominic. I I really love Dominic. Dominic is a science girly, even though she doesn't have that much enthusiasm in science at the moment. It's just because I it's just because I find it pretty difficult to gain enthusiasm in science. It's pretty slow because the things that are associated with science are kind of because I don't know, not all Sims have access to it all of the time, if that makes sense. I hope it does. But still, it's completely fine because Dominic will have many opportunities to gain enthusiasm anyway. So yeah, that's Dominic. She is kind of shy on the Shire. She's kind of shy and she's trying to beat me. Thank you, Dominic. Anyway, she's kind of shy and kind of awkward in some situations. Okay, thank you. And she somewhat looks like Cassandra, honestly. Well, that's because she's Daigo's daughter, so it's only natural. As for Ravengaf, he's okay, I'll I'll check on you later. Go here. I forgot that I have notes under ship mode and he um guys, I guess he's all bugged. Great. What am I supposed to do actually? What am I supposed to do? Okay, I've already told you that this neighborhood is completely broken. It's laggy, it's just like that. And he also hates Pauline. What is going on? And he hates Utah as well. Where is Pauline? Okay, wait a second. What did Pauline do? Actually, what did she do? What happened? Okay, so I don't think I see. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want. Oh, and Roman has class in 1 hour. Okay, let me try one thing. Let me reset him real quick. Okay, so here is Rowan at last. He is biology major guy. That's him. He looks a lot like Vanessa, by the way. I mean, he looks pretty much like his sister, and it's cute. Oh, and they both enjoy games. Now to think, and I I just they are clones. Yeah, right, because I didn't play with Sims 2 RPS launcher at the time, and I didn't do measures to protect my Sims from being cloned, basically, from firstborn syndrome. So yes, I just recalled it. He's a clone of Vanessa, or rather, Vanessa is a clone of Rowan because Rowan is a bit older. Yeah, I remember it now. They are clones. Well, I remember being okay with that. Like, I'm not happy when such things happen in my game, but I kind of just continued playing like nothing scary happens. So, yeah, they are complete clones. Vanessa kind of felt victim for firstborn syndrome. Again, things happen. Yeah. Okay, so I guess the case solved because I just so this one. I I I don't think that I myself made them get together. So my theory is that probably it was ACR that made them do the thing on the first place because well, my ACR actually is really tame. I I always set it up to be less chaotic basically, because I want to have more control over my Sims relationships and my Sims romance. So again, I don't like my ACR to be uncontrollable, but I blame it on ACR, I think, because again, I just said that I just don't really like the idea of people from one family getting together, even though they are really distant relatives, but still, it's kind of So, but at least now we know what happened here exactly. I guess Pauline just cheated on with one sim, then with another sim, and now consequently everybody just hate her. I guess that's that was the case. That's just what happened. So anyway, I guess it was just lots of teen drama because I always have lots of teen drama when I have teenagers in my neighborhood. And he also is scared of Poland's death. Okay, I guess he still loves her even though it's eh. But still. Roman is a fortune sim, and I guess he was meant to be career-oriented guy. He wanted to grind, he wanted to get money, basically. And judging by his wants, he's probably has his secondary as population. Yeah, he does. So good for him, I guess. Oh, and we also have Calientes in here. We have Xena Caliente. Oh, it's a lot of you guys. So we have Xena Caliente, we have Xena Caliente, then we have Pauline, then we have Thebe, and then we have Trevor. Um, actually, I think I'll just leave all the Calience's lore for the next episode of this because it's just too many information, I guess. And I don't want to make a long video, I guess. I don't want it to be over 1 hour, I think. So, but actually, I can tell you a bit about Xena because, well, her thing is that as you can see, she has some sales experience. That's because she was working in your father's car dealership kind of business. So basically, your father is Brady Caliente, and for now, he is like the richest person of the whole Pleasantview. Originally, he is a son of Nina Caliente and Daniel Pleasant. Don't ask. Don't ask, because again, I don't want to go too deep into Caliente's lore for now, but it's just what you have to know. Brady is like pretty rich. He sells cars in the neighborhoods, and he wanted someone to inherit his business, but none of his children actually showed any interest in mechanics naturally, so he was expecting at least one of his children to have such hobby, to have this natural interest, to kind of teach them, to teach them how to make cars and stuff like that, so they would take on his business. But actually, we are talking about his two daughters now, because he also has his son Trevor, who actually has tinkering as his one true hobby. But the thing is, Brady doesn't accept Trevor as his son, so to speak. So again, the situation is kind of complicated. So yeah, Brady had to kind of force his ways. So he've chosen Xena, and he wanted her to inherit his business, and he kind of started to try and educate her in mechanics. And as you can see, it's not going smooth. She's not really interested. It's just not her thing. She actually is a fitness girly, but at the same time, she doesn't really hate the idea of getting the family business all to herself because she is a fortune sim, and pretty naturally she wants to get money, she wants to make money, and owning your father's business sounds great. And on this business lot, they mostly sell custom cars that they made by themselves, so it's really important to actually know something about mechanics. So yeah, the situation is kind of complicated. Also, Trevor. kind of hates his biological father. He wants to take over family business, even though Trevor is technically not even a part of Brady's family. He just hates Brady because, well, I don't know. I kind of want to tell you about it now, but other part of me just doesn't. Anyway, I'll keep it short. So basically, Trevor. Trevor's mom, her name is Meadow, and Brady had a crush, and her name was Lacey. And Lacey, at the moment, was married to another guy. So Brady, he was trying to cope with it, and he got together with Trevor's mom, Meadow. Meadow is a family sim. She wanted to have a great family. She already had this dream of their future together with Brady. She kind of wanted to have a big family and all of that. But at one moment, Lacey divorced her husband. And Brady, let me tell you, it was more than a crush, it was more like obsession. And he almost immediately left Meadow and get together with Lacey. They married, they had their own kids. Yeah, Meadow was devastated. And not only did he left, but he also never accepted his son. He never actually took any part in like bringing him up, in parenting him. So yeah, Brady is he's a villain, guys. He's a rich villain guy. I have nothing more to say. Um, so it's pretty natural for Trevor to hate his biological father because he saw what Meadow came through. He loves his mother. He always wanted to help her. He also wanted her to live in great conditions. He always wanted her to have a great life that she absolutely deserved. So, yeah, Trevor actually wants to take over the business. He wants justice. He just wants justice. So, yeah, even if he would have to do shady things, he still wants to do it just to take revenge on Brady, just to take revenge on Caliente as a whole. Of course, Xena herself, she didn't do anything wrong. Basically, she's just Brady's daughter. But Trevor kind of dislikes her and Xena as well. And it's pretty much understandable. I guess it's going to be it for today. Again, I'm planning on making more videos about my Pleasantview, but I don't want my videos to be too long. And the video I'm making right now is too long as it is, at least for my channel. So I guess I'll just divide these parts and make separate videos. I hope it's fine with you. And thank you for watching. I hope you found it somewhat interesting, and if you did, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching again, and it really means a lot to me. I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.